Hey, good morning. How are you all today? Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. Sorry to mess you around there, just trying to get you lined up. Okay. Important announcement before I get to the subject of the day about the next pandemic that's probably already here, but you don't know anything about it. We're almost caught up with all of our book orders. Man, as many of you know, we were snowed under. Some sets were sent out. I want to warn some people, but everybody got a note on this. Some sets I saw were sent out yesterday without book 7 and on Wings Like Eagles because we had sold out of those. We're waiting for the next shipment of those, which should be in. They say within the next week, and then those will be sent out to the people who got the incomplete sets. We had so many sets bought. That's what threw us behind so much, and we're running into some supply chain issues here, to be honest. But I think we should have all of those out. We've almost, not quite, almost have all of the book orders sent out. There's still a few, and I'm waiting on some others. If you, those who have ordered it within the last week or two, might be waiting another couple of weeks because usually these things get to me in about a week or 10 days, and now they're getting to me in 2 to 3 weeks. Whatever the reason is, sorry about that, but you know, we do the best we can. Also, mug orders, we've been running behind, mug and t-shirt orders. We've been running behind on those. We're victims of our own success, I have to admit. Our logistics need to be improved, but I'm hoping that those all should be, well, I'm hoping, I counted everything and what needs to be printed and shipped and everything like that. Those should all be out by Monday or Tuesday. As long as we get the order in, because we had to put in another big order for mugs. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people are out there going, "Oh man, where's my mug or where's my book?" Well, we're coming, and I have to say this also. By the way, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate that. But I've been holding off. I have new mug designs. I have new designs for sweatshirts and hoodies that I wanted to get out for Christmas, but I'm holding those back because I'm not gonna advertise anything new until we get all of our past orders caught up. So that's the news on that. Again, thank you for your patience. They should be getting to you real soon. Okay, now, I know I should hire somebody full-time to do that, right? Sorry, that's just not the way we operate. Many of you know that Kelly, now what's this next pandemic? I know they've been trying to scare you with H5N1 and, well, that's avian flu and disease X and everything like that. Many of you know that Kelly was down real hard for like 3 or 4 weeks. I was down for a couple of weeks. I was still able to work. I was still able to get out and put up Christmas lights. But man, I mean, afterwards I had no energy at all. I just, and I bounced back pretty quick. But Kelly was down and she was in bad shape. By the time she got to the doctor, they told her she had pneumonia and she should be in the hospital. She didn't want to go in the hospital, so they just gave her the scripts to take care of it, and she bounced back pretty quick. The interesting thing here is that she told me, and because she gets out, she has a much broader network of daily contacts. She talks with a lot of people between the mothers of the kids at school and different people that she knows, and also some people in the healthcare delivery system and all that. She says that she probably knows 50 people who have had diagnosed pneumonia. Now, usually, this is unusual for a couple of things. A lot of times, people don't realize how dangerous pneumonia can be. If you let it get ahead of you, we don't hear about it very much. And I could probably count on one hand. And Kelly said the same thing. She says, "I've never known anybody that had pneumonia, and now I know 50 people who either have it or have had diagnosed pneumonia." Well, I got to thinking about, and you all know what pneumonia is, right? Look it up. It is one of those things that doesn't have to be life-threatening, but could be after a while. And I know most people have made a big deal in the past about so and so has walking pneumonia, and everybody goes, oh. Well, real pneumonia, non-walking pneumonia, the kind of pneumonia you can't walk, you can't get up or anything, is a real danger. Um, why did this? Why is this? Why is this? I got to thinking, and I realized that some years ago, back before the you know what poke, back when I had not yet lost all of my faith in primary care doctors, my doctor at the time said, "Hey, there's a couple of vaccinations you need to get at your age, right? At your age." Well, I got to tell you something. Well, I'll do that a separate one. At your age, he says. I said, "Well, what's that, Doc?" He says, "Well, you might want to think about getting the pneumonia shot and the shingles shot." And I said, "Well, okay, I've known people that had shingles. It was no fun, so give me that one, right?" And I was not at that time particularly anti-vax. I'm still not totally anti-vax against everything, but we've learned a lot, right? We have learned a lot. Let me just put it that way. And I said, yeah, I'll get the pneumonia shot. You're my doctor. You're a good guy. You want what's best for me, right? BS, right? He gets an extra however many dollars for every person that he gives the pneumonia shot to. That's the way this game operates. They tick off their, all those questions that they ask you. Well, did you ask this? Okay, there's a couple of bucks. Did you ask them about that? That's a couple of bucks. It's the medical industrial complex, right? Along with the food industrial complex, which grew out of the tobacco industrial complex, which I'll talk about probably tomorrow. I said, yeah, okay. You give me those so that I don't get them. Because at the time, I thought, yeah, you vaccine, you don't get the stuff, right? Well, I don't think I had pneumonia. I mean, I may have had walking pneumonia. I don't know. But I never got as bad as Kelly. But here's the thing. From not knowing, 5 people in our whole lives that had pneumonia, to Kelly knowing 50 people who have had diagnosed pneumonia or still have it, that is something that I think to be concerned about. And it's interesting to me that it happened after they started pushing the pneumonia vaccine. Does that interest you as well? Now, what should you do about it? Well, I'm limited. I have to be careful what I say so I don't get a hit for medical advice. Let me just say that you should do your own research and find out what to do to prevent this, and then find out what to do to treat it. Okay. Now, there may be some things, if you let it go too far, like Kelly did, you're going to have to rely on the medical system. You're going to have to rely on drugs. Let me back up on that. I am neither a physician nor do I play one on YouTube, or an herbalist or a natural healer. So I don't know if there might be some other things that could cure it long term, but I do know that with Scripps, within 2 days she was back up functioning. So we'll just leave it there. You do what you think is right with you, but find out, educate yourself on this. And I just find it very interesting that I'd never known anybody with pneumonia. All of a sudden they're pushing the pneumonia vaccine, and now we know 50 people with, probably more than that actually, with pneumonia. Take that for what it's worth, okay? And as always, do your own research and be ready for everything that's coming down the road. Okay. All right. Again, we're catching up on our orders, not putting out any new stuff, and it's I hate it because I've got some great designs that I've been wanting to put out there for t-shirts and mugs and things like that, but we'll get caught up and then I'll let you know about that, okay? All right. You all have a good day. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow, and I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.